Hello, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a family game night video because I think it's important that families sit together and talk and bond. And what better way to bond than over a game? Everybody gets to have fun. It's just a good time for everyone. And plus, the family gets to sit and talk and bullshit and stuff. So that's always a good thing. And being stuck quarantined like we are, this is a perfect opportunity to get into it. This particular story is about a role-playing game that I didn't create. Well, I created the role-playing game, but the reason I did was there's another game called Boot Hill that we really wanted to play, and we couldn't get a hold of it at the time. So I kind of made a homemade version of it called Outlaw Trails, and it's fun. We still play it now. It's not bad. Um, but this particular story took place years ago. I call it Better Dying Through Stupidity. We had a player that was intent on being, and Outlaw Trails, by the way, is role-playing in the Old West. So, cowboys and Indians, I think. Years ago, we had this player who was dead set on being a demolitions expert. This guy wanted to be an explosives guy. And that's fine, no problem, you know. He took the appropriate skills for it, so that was good. However, he got a pistol and a rifle, but then he also purchased enough dynamite and nitroglycerin to outfit a large mining company for a month. He had a wagon load of dynamite and nitroglycerin he took around. And he had all this packed on him. He had bandoliers full of dynamite all over the place, big bags of bandoliers of dynamite hanging off of him. His pockets were full of little bottles of nitroglycerin. I mean, he was ready to go to war. He felt he was ready to take on just about anything, which is fine. You know, I like a character that wants to be prepared, but there's prepared, then there's going a little overboard. You know, he had a gun belt and he had dynamite sticks in it, and just dynamite literally hanging off of him, and everything was okay until the group got into its first gunfight. Turns out the group was hired to run some crooked lawmen out of town. Turns out a group of outlaws came into town, run the sheriff off, and one of them, the leader, pinned the star on, and now he's the new sheriff, and he's charging the businesses protection money, and the outlaw band there was his deputies, and everybody, they were getting paid big time, and the town council didn't want to do it. They just wanted them out, so they hired the group of characters to go in and chase these guys off. And everything was doing good. Until the outlaws decided to strike back. The player characters were holed up in the hotel, and this was several stories, and the building was several stories tall, and they were holed up in the bottom, and they were having this big gunfight. The outlaws are trying to get in. The good guys, the players, are in the building shooting out, and everything was going good. The the explosives guy was at the back window, and he was guarding the back of the building, and he was doing a pretty good job. Nobody could get in because he had it was at the end of an alley, so he had a clear view of the alley, and nobody could get in without. Well, eventually one of the outlaws got smart, and he goes into an adjacent building, and he goes up to the top, and he gets up on the roof, and he goes over, and from that rooftop, he jumped into one of the windows on, I want to say, the second or third floor of the hotel, and he did this secretly. Nobody saw him. They didn't have enough good guys, enough players to cover everything, and he finally got inside. So he's looking around, he's sneaking his way down, he's going down these back stairs, and he comes down the stairs, and out of this little alcove, and there's the explosive guy's over there at the window, and you don't see him. So this guy opens up with both barrels of his 12 gauge scatter gun. Yeah, whole building went up. This guy had enough explosives on him to literally take down a mountain, and that hotel and the buildings around it became a crater. Excuse me. All of the outlaws died. All the player characters died. Everybody died. It's like that old, was it Heavy Metal, the movie? He dies, she dies, everybody dies. Well, yeah, that was everybody died. So that was the end of that. And from then on, people, if you're going to carry dynamite, don't carry it in the group. Buy it on site and use it there, but don't carry it in the group. That was the standard rule for the group from then on. Nobody wanted that to happen again. Yeah, better dying through stupidity. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.